this young man. After losing an incredible 160 pounds, our next guest bravely posted a video of himself revealing his biggest insecurity. Take a look.
Obviously, you know what this video is gonna be. I decided, since I'm not that comfortable unclothed, I should show you guys me unclothed. So let's just do this. So you see my chest here. There is a lot of loose skin there. Obviously, going into my stomach, it's just a mess. This is not what I would have wanted after losing 160 pounds, right? I would have wanted to have a perfect body, right? But that's not the case. This is who I am, and I'm proud of it.
From San Diego, California, I'm John David Glaude. Tell us about your weight loss journey, because it took a couple of years.
Yeah, it took 2 years. So I was about 2 years out of high school, right? And I was just sad, and I was one of those people that was like depressed about my weight. And I would sit in my room, and I would just sit there and wallow in my sorrow, basically. And there was a point when I was watching Miami Ink, actually. I was like binge watching it on Netflix. And I'm someone that has tattoos and I really love them. And I would watch it and be like, man, I really wish I could get more in different areas, but I was afraid, like, if I got them up here or anywhere else, that they would kind of, with losing weight, that they would kind of get messed up. And so I was watching it, and this guy came on that had lost a lot of weight, and they said, like, how'd you lose the weight? You know what I mean? And he just made it sound so simple. Like, I ate better and I exercised. And I realized at that point that losing the weight for me would have been possible. Like, the only thing stopping me from losing the weight is myself. So it just clicked right there at that moment, and I decided that moment that I would make the change. And I mean, it's been 2 years since then, so.
That was the day. I think that most people, it sounds obvious that you just eat less and eat healthy and you lose weight, but sometimes it takes one certain time that you hear it and you go, oh, it's...
Exactly, the click is so important.
Yeah. So, okay, and it happened over 2 years, right?
2 years,
okay.
yes.
I'm so glad, because that really is a prison. People can act like it doesn't, and they laugh about it, but a lot of people are so unhappy and feel like they're trapped, and it just takes that first step to get yourself out of it. So you made this video because you're so insecure about it.
Yeah.
And I always, you went right through it. You didn't go around it, you go, here I am. How did you decide to just do that?
With the video, it was something that I wanted to do because it was something I was so uncomfortable with. And I mean, I made the video really for myself, I made the video so I could feel better about it. And then I'm just so glad that I did, because at the end of the video, I say, like, I'm comfortable in my loose skin. And when I said that, that was the first time I really felt that. Now I get just these messages of people saying, like, wow, like, what you did has helped me, and I couldn't be happier, you know what I mean? So. Yeah,
well, that's first of all, the most important thing is to be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're now proud of yourself and happy and content with yourself. And people would think that you're doing that because the surgery is very expensive.
Yeah.
It's extremely painful.
Yes.
And I think people would think you were doing that hoping someone would offer to give you surgery, which they have.
Which is amazing, by the way. Like, I can't believe that people would really reach out to me like, I want to do this for you. But the reason I put the video out was not to get a surgery. I don't really want to get the surgery.
You don't want to?
I tell people that, they almost get angry with me. Like, why not? And I'm like, because that's not why I made the video. When I ended that video and I said, I'm comfortable in my skin, I meant that. I am comfortable in my skin. And I love this skin. The skin is a battle scar from where I've been and where I was. I made it so I was that big. You know what I mean? That was a choice I made. And it was a choice that I made to get smaller and to lose the weight.
If there's someone watching out there right now that's struggling and depressed and unhappy and overweight, tell them, give them advice right now.
If there's someone watching, first of all, I want to say, if you have already noticed that you want to make a change, you're already light years ahead of most people, because the denial that comes with being morbidly obese is insane. It's very real. And
you were in denial about it?
There was times when I would see someone that was a little bit heavier than me and be like, well, I would be up to my friends like, hey, if I ever get big as him, let me know, you know what I'm saying? And so denial is so strong. And so if you've already overcome that, that's already a big deal. And then the other thing I want to say is you can do it. You know what I mean? Like, I had the resources everyone thinks, like, oh, he probably got surgery, oh, he probably did this, you know what I mean? I just did it by doing it and just learning myself. So I just want people to understand that this is so possible for you to do, and trust me, when you do it, you'll be happier than you could have ever imagined.
Well, good. I'm glad people are listening to that. You did this for over a long period of time.
Yeah.
You were driving a lot. So I got you something so that while you're driving is a GoPro, and so you can put it on your, and you can, document yourself. You said you're going to keep going.
Yeah, of course.
And then also when you're driving and you're documenting yourself, you shouldn't be driving in a 1999 truck with 199,000 miles on it. So our friends at Ford, we're so impressed with your bravery, your confidence. So you're going to get one of the hottest sports cars. You're going to get an all-new 2015 Mustang. Look at this car.
I don't even want to touch it. I don't want to touch it.
The Ford Mustang is a perfect car to help you go further. You are going to love this car.